Every year, all 195 countries around the world are racked and stacked to see who has the highest life expectancy. America, we always place around 60th down on that list, but we come in first place every year for the amount of brick-and-mortar fitness facilities out of any country. Today, I'm going to uncover how these longevity hotspots are exercising differently to completely defy age and how you can mimic it in your own hometown. All my content focuses on adding years to your life. And today specifically, resistance training continues to grow as one of those most critical functions for doing just that. This is where it gets tricky, and I will admit, out of all the groups and communities that I have analyzed over the past decade with high concentrations of 100-plus-year-old people, resistance training, as most people know it, gyms, lifting weights, strength training, it's not on their everyday list for providing that longevity. But let me assure you, they get their resistance training in, but in a different way. Allow me to clarify. First, one thing that cannot be overemphasized is how important it is to keep and maintain as much of that lean muscle as you can for as long as you can. And resistance training is the answer, and there's really only two forms of it: conventional and unconventional. Conventional, that's your lifting weights, fitness centers, strength training, and the like. The other is natural or unconventional. One of the people responsible for my interest in bringing longevity secrets to the world is from my hometown. He's 104 years old and going strong. He lives on a farm, and he's one of the few that I know that truly lives off his land. Daily, he's out doing chores. He's caring for his animal. He still bales his own hay every summer. He's lifting large bags of feed. He's dragging fence posts around. He's carrying and lifting full 5-gallon buckets of water. He's working in his garden, and on the daily, he's digging and raking and pounding, lifting, performing the most natural form of resistance training there is. He is the exact example of what these long-living communities around the world are doing. But I get it. Most people, myself included, don't have a farm. But as mentioned, there are gyms on every corner. So you have to get your resistance training in for more of those conventional ways, like hitting the gym or working out at home. It's those air squats. It's the shoulder press machine at the gym. It's hanging resistance bands on the back of your bedroom door and doing tricep extensions. It's push-ups, pull-ups. There's a million different ways and types to get and replicate this natural resistance training. Now, depending where you are in your journey, you may still have the ability to add more muscle, and the goal is then to maintain and keep that for as long as you can. But do not think I am here pushing people to go pack on pounds of muscle. And here's why. Resistance training is all about the engagements of certain muscle groups. This is different than what some classify as general exercise like walking, running, biking, and elliptical machines. Resistance or strength training is anaerobic, where running type exercise is aerobic. One focuses on muscle development and maintaining muscle, while the other focuses on cardiovascular and lung health. Both hugely important for your longevity journey, but both are holistically different when it comes to benefits to the body. Where anaerobic or resistance training shine is the growth of that muscle, building bone density, strengthening the muscles that protect the joints, boosting metabolism, and improving that balance. And the best part about it, if you do this consistently, it maintains these core functions for life. So every day, because of their lifestyles and environments, these long-living pods of people are naturally working their bodies through resistance training. They're lifting, they're squatting and pushing and pulling and reaching and moving heavy items through all these natural ways of working, straining and truly getting those muscle groups firing. This is the exact formula of the community that I've visited and studied in Guatemala. They are absolutely stretching the bounds of longevity. They own and operate their own fish farm. The oldest member was 102 years old, and his body looked like he was 50. Daily, he was pulling large nets, lifted large bags of fish feed, dragged these long, heavy tubes from pond to pond, transferring fish and water. The entire group of them performed natural resistance training day in and day out, and it was part of the equation for their noteworthy longevity. I pinned a video at the top of the chat where I reveal even a different powerful longevity secret I learned from a remarkable group in Romania. When you pair this with resistance training, the compound benefits are truly astonishing. In the simplicity, it's gonna surprise you. Take a moment to check it out and take advantage of both of these. And here's the holy grail. The hidden secret of resistance training or natural hard work, it's the strain. When your body pushes to intensely utilize those muscles, you are straining, and that strain is pure gold. The strain is pushing highly oxygenated and nutrient-rich blood to the furthest points of our bodies, to the deepest places throughout our brains, to the ends of our arteries, to the tips of every organ. That flushes waste and lubricates those far remote nooks and crannies all throughout the body that only can be reached by that difficult strain. There is no other form of activity that does this. This is where a sedentary lifestyle is crippling people. You have to get up and get going each day, straining those muscle groups through resistance movements. I understand many people's environment do not allow for this type of natural resistance training by working on a farm or something like that, so fitness centers and home gym options are absolutely the answer and necessity. Find your own way that is balanced for your own personal strength. I'd say personal goal, but the goal is universal. It's being the healthiest version of yourself possible, and lifting weights and resistance training is fundamental. Notice how I didn't say resistance training based on your age? Age means nothing here. There are 80-year-old members at my gym that can lift more than me. I encourage you to join that gym. Get some equipment at home. Follow strength training coaches on YouTube for ways to push yourself. Do whatever it takes to get some straining in each day and unlock that longevity. And please, this is an open forum. I want to hear from you in the chat. How do you get yours in each day? Whether it's a habit or something that just clicked for you, share it. This is a space where we learn from each other. We support one another and build momentum together. What works for you might be the spark for something or in someone else, and that is beautiful. And please have a look at the video here in the chat. This will only compound your longevity efforts. The simplicity is gonna amaze you. As always, thank you so much for watching today. If this was helpful and you're passionate about defying age, hit that subscribe button. I'm committed to bringing you more content that helps us and the ones we love reach our 100s. I'll see you in the 3000s.